hang time. Who been the plug in the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, ooh. Charge it again like it's credit, your team crowd need to edit, yeah. I see face, look at it, hold up. Ooh, that's good, need a minute, need a plan to revive, let's get a shot pressing. And they say what I said, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with the...
Well, there's always a little extra motivation for a team playing, and let's... Well, thank you, David. Chance now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. And it's Milton in at the point guard position. And for Miami, they've got Jones. He's out there with Jimmy Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point. And this late in the season, Clark, for non-playoff contending teams, really there's nothing to lose. The pressure is gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Count that bucket. Richardson's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Here's Nunn, and the rejection by Embiid.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Nunn. His last outing, he had 18 points. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Richardson outside. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Nunn. And the rejection by Embiid.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
And they pick up 2. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Here's Nunn, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization. And that's what I like to see from Butler, going right up with it. No hesitation at all. Ready to shoot as soon as he catches it.
Richardson right side. Horford the pass to Embiid. No good on the shot. The Heat with the lead. Down low. Good work defensively by Richardson.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Milton's shot is good.
Boy, a good passer at his position. Harris knows when to look for his teammates.
The Heat have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Outside Butler. Richardson against Robinson. Now Butler. Boy, he just disappeared against Charlotte, and they really needed him. He gets it in there.
Quick on the roll there. The speed of Butler makes him a problem for the defense.
Pass to Horford. To the inside. Here's Embiid. Banked in off the glass.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
The Heat shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Here's Korkmaz and the powerful one-handed slam.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Iguodala left side. Outside Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Korkmaz grabs the miss. Here's Neto. Another shot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
From deep, Iguodala. No good on the last second attempt there. And we'll be back with you shortly. Al Horford provided some insight on why he decided to sign.
What put me over the...
Playing for a historic franchise, Greg. They've got, of course, the great fan support, great history. Something Horford relishes.
A great choice. A team with depth and youth. They have a chance to be good for a long time.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Miami, they've got Iguodala. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Dragic. And it's Hero into the 2. Now here's Crowder after the miss from Andre Iguodala.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Hero. 76ers getting the bucket. And Olynyk kicks to Dragic. Lays it up off the glass. Dragic has got his first points of the night.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Neto, the pass to Korkmaz. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Crowder with the steal. And Dragic with the basket on the assist from Crowder.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
You talked about a back and forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Hero. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The kick out to Crowder. Wide open look. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Now here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. Olynyk is covering. Goes up from the top of the key. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Thibault's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. Hero passes to Crowder. And Embiid with the block. Korkmaz kicks to Neto. Now the pass to Thibault. Here's Embiid. Pass to Thibault. Here's Neto. Here's Thibault. Just 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Jay Crowder with the rebound.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The 76ers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Scott hits them both. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, ranked a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Burks can't get it to go.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And they get it back. A second chance effort. And it's Butler laying it in. Butler's got 7. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Detroit Pistons. Robinson, that's good. Here's Nunn. 6 points for him. Outside Butler. Adebayo passes to Silver. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo finds Butler. Off target from three-point range.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Outside Leonard. Here's Nunn. 17-foot shot on the way. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was Josh Richardson who got hot in the first. He had 8 points and 1 rebound. And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. And it's Milton in at the point guard. Mark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
Here's Milton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Richardson, oh yes he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Nunn passes to Jones. And here's Adebayo. Here's Nunn, guarded by Embiid. Here's Nunn. 6 points for him. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Here's Nunn, following the score by Josh Richardson. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Nunn. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Inside, Jones. They get it again. Passes it to Adebayo. Back to Jones. Butler against Harris. Kicks it out to Jones. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Now, here's Richardson. 14 points for him. And it's Horford with the extra effort. Horford's got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Butler with the ball, picked up by Harris. Adebayo passes to Jones. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up. Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now the 76ers with it. This run now up to 13-2. From deep. It's hauled in by the Heat. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Here's Hero. Sinks the triple. Hero's got his first 3 points of the game. Philadelphia leading by 12. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Robinson passes to Thibault. To the middle. Here's Harris. Outside for Robinson. Shoots over Leonard. Robinson, that's good. And the 76ers lead by 14. To the paint. And it's sent back by Horford. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Works for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Philadelphia with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We come back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Myers Leonard. Dragic is out there with Iguodala. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Silva in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the 76ers. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Silva, the pass to Iguodala. And he banks in the layup.
And I like the aggressiveness of Iguodala. I mean, remarkable at taking it all the way to the rack.
Down low. And the basket by Harris.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Iguodala kicks to Dragic. And stolen by Horford. Iguodala with the steal. In transition, here comes Miami.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision, has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
Thibault can't get it to go.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Dragic gets the bucket.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing the ball.
Here's Thibault. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And staying with the play, Harris. And the 76ers lead by 14.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
Now here's Crowder. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Works on the wing. Over Dragic. It's rebounded by Leonard.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Harris drives in. And slam dunk by Harris.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important. And right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
It's Crowder on the wing. Outside Leonard. To the inside. The kick out to Crowder. A 3-ball. The Heat rebound.
Yeah, he's been hooping. But the rest of the team, not so much.
The 76ers leading by 14. Iguodala with the steal. And again, Miami running the court in transition. No good with the layup.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Thibault. Here's Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the 76ers.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And this will push their record to 39 wins and a good effort tonight. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebound.
51 seconds left in the game. Inside, here's O'Quinn. Rebound by Olynyk. Here's Hero. Goes up the baseline. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
To the paint. Here's O'Quinn. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Olynyk. First one falls for him. Robinson's checked in for the 76ers. And so O'Quinn nails both of them. And it's the Heat with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Here's none. From 13 feet, it goes down.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Korkmaz passes to Milton. From deep three-point range, off target with that shot. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easy. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.
unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in. And
up next,
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Thanks, DA. He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Philadelphia, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. And it's Milton in at the point. Now here's VanVleet. The 15-footer hits the front of the rim and out. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred VanVleet's not the biggest, but his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Now Horford. He's coming off a 22-point game against Detroit. Harris, right side. Shot clock at 5. Back to Horford. Three-pointer. He's off on that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Siakam kicks to VanVleet. Horford against Lowry. Passes it to Anunoby. Back to Lowry. Over Richardson. They get it back. And Ibaka is right there.
Well, you've simply got to keep Ibaka off the glass. When you don't, he is there to clean up the mess.
To the wing right side. Horford against Siakam. Horford the pass to Harris. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. For Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside Lowry. Ibaka outside. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Outside Lowry. Shot clock at 2. No good from 11 feet. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. The offensive rebound. There's the feed to Horford. Pass to Milton. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And Embiid is right there.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass. Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth. In his first season as a head coach in the NBA, it translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
Now here is Lowry, following the miss by Josh Richardson. VanVleet finds Siakam. VanVleet passes to Anunoby. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And Coach Nick Nurse paid some dues, Doris, before his turn as head coach of this Toronto team.
Well, think about it. Early in his career, he's a player coach in the British Basketball League. Then he goes and establishes a G League franchise in his home state of Iowa. Then to lead that team to a title in 2011, join another G League team for the Raptors and win a title in 2013. Really an incredible journey, guys.
The Raptors making a switch here. Fouls checked in. Here's Neto. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. 1:09 left to play in the first. There's the pass to Pop. Back to Lowry. From deep. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Neto with the bucket.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
To the middle. Powell, that's good.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
It's Richardson on the wing. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The shot by Lowry, no good. Philadelphia leading by 4. Neto, the pass to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Siakam finds Van Vliet. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution.
And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field.
It never occurred to me that I'd...
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
We've got Mike Scott. He's out there with Embiid. Alec Burks is out there with Robinson. And it's Thibault in a shooting guard. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Davis. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Of course, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit up in the air. Just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. Could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
Philadelphia leading by 13. Here's Robinson. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Gasol. Shoots over Embiid. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
That 7'1" frame of Marc Gasol, strength, power, you name it, he can absorb contact.
Pass to Thibault, jacks up a three, nailed from three-point land. And the 76ers lead by 16. There's Hollis Jefferson, good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
Wow, what a find. Marc Gasol, one of the best passing big men in the league.
Pass to Scott, elbow shot. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Anunoby, he's checked in for the Raptors. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Powell with the bounce pass. Outside, Davis. Anunoby kicks to Powell. That one doesn't go. And it's Philadelphia the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons. It's stolen by Davis. And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Powell. The three. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
But how about the persistence from Hollis Jefferson? He's keeping possessions alive with his activity.
It's up a three. Toronto grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Takes the 13-footer. Scott. It's good on the putback.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Anunoby. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Shoots the three. And Davis can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
It's stolen by Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
In the corner, it's Robinson. From the top of the key and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Korkmaz has got his first basket of the night. Baseline try. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And he hits the buzzer beater. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. And that'll do it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
His fingerprints were all over this, involving his guys with his passes, finding different ways to take advantage of the defense.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. Horford dishes to Richardson. The fadeaway. Kept alive. Embiid kicks to Harris. From deep 3-point range. And the 76ers get it back. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the night.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
VanVleet can't get it to go.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point lane.
Now, here's Lowry. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 90 seconds now into the second half. No good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Doris, so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot three-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the coaches who recognized the game was being revolutionized and that three-point shooting, regardless of position, would become integral to success. So a guy like Marc Gasol, who actually fought the idea of taking threes, Brooke Lopez, Nikola Vucevic, all of them have become more integral to team success and more capable NBA players because they can shoot the basketball. It's beautiful.
It is evolving and adapting at that size has been something to watch. Left side, Ibaka. Count that one. Ibaka's got his second basket of the night.
When Kyle Lowry is aggressive as a playmaker, his team goes to a different level.
They get a hand on it. High post, Embiid. Got it from 16 feet. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Inside. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, a high percentage scorer with a great shot selection. Ibaka knows when to send it home.
For three, Richardson. Passes it to Neto. Clock at 6. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Van Vliet passes to Boucher. Back to Siakam. Pass to Van Vliet. On deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Van Vliet. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Here's Van Vliet, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Richardson, and he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Toronto working the ball around now. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound, and Ibaka is right there.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
The pass to Neto. Over Lowry. Neto can't get it to go.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the 76ers lead by 16.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Thibault. Horford up top. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, Al Horford using his mobility around the basket. He steps through the defense. No one gets in his way.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
A big-time effort for Joe. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And so he hits the technical free throw. Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse
Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Here's Horford. Again, Philadelphia.
Well, you like how confident Al Horford is, right? He is a great jump shooter from just about any spot on the floor.
Anunoby, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Horford, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 17. Davis, the pass to Anunoby. Gasol trying to free himself up. Anunoby, good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Harris. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And now Philadelphia on the break. He lobs it up.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Davis. Off target from outside. The 76ers leading by 19. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Over to the wing. Here's Anunoby. Rejected by Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Over Harris. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. For Philadelphia, they've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Harris looking it over. Pass to Milton. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Here's Embiid, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Harris drives in. He kicks it to Embiid, to the wing on the left. From outside the arc. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Al Horford. Robinson's checked in for Harris. And Raul Neto's subbed in for Shake Milton. A new group in now for the Raptors. Boucher is checked in. Stanley Johnson comes in for OG Anunoby. Thomas checked in for Norman Powell. And McCaw is subbed in for Davis. Over to the left wing. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Misses off the right iron. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 14-4 run right now.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
Efficient productivity.
Oh, what a dunk!
Out below!
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
But they'll get another chance.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Here's McCall. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. From deep. Off the mark. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Swag.
Give me a food.
You play 2K
All the time.
You act.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now
A skyline of downtown. And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, DA. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Toronto. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And checking out Miami, a couple spots below.
I think for the Heat, they've had a tremendous year. There were a lot of people waiting for them to take that tumble late in the season. Well, those people might be waiting for a little while longer.
Well, tumbles happen in gymnastics class, not with this team. I can say that for sure. All that's left to wonder about is how deep a run this team's going to make.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Robinson. Jones is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's none in at the point guard. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Right Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. Now Butler, following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. 4 on the clock. Shoots. Adebayo, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Now here's Lowry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Utah. And Brent, both teams really want this win. Playoff implications are at stake.
This is going to be an interesting night to see who it is that stands up, Kevin, and who it is that realizes the imperative nature of this game for their playoff chances. This could have some seeding implications as well.
And the players know it well, too, don't they?
The players know it well, and the veteran players and the players who have that experience and that hunger to get back there, they're letting the other guys know that tonight, let's lock in and tune it up.
Here's Lowry. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Lowry with the ball. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Van Vliet. Rebound by the Heat. Last time they met was in Miami.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
To the inside. Anunoby, no good. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The feed to Jones. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Now here is Lowry. He's guarded closely. Count it. Good.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Siakam has it in the corner. No one covering.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
Ibaka, the pass to Siakam. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Three-pointer, Lowry, up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
None, that's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka, and it's Miami with the rebound. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them. And the basket by Jones.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Trying to get open is Ibaka. Such a wide open look. 23 seconds left in the first. The Heat leading by 7. On the wing, Jones. Back to Robinson. Down low, Adebayo. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 6.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a 6. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set, now a couple.
My defense toughness, my
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Raptors 5 right now. Davis is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward. Now Powell, after the missed 3 from Goran Dragic, passes to Gasol. On the wing, Davis. It's good from long range. Davis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And it's Dragic off the drive. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Outside Gasol. Davis against Dragic. Powell for 3. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat leading by 5. Here's Crowder. Misses the layup.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And some changes here for the Heat. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Jimmy Butler in for Hero. Now here is Davis. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Boucher. Shot clock at 6. Gasol trying to free himself up. And the Raptors miss again. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The shot by Butler, nobody around. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And you look at Jimmy Butler. Bill's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Dragic against Davis. It's Dragic with the drive. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Toronto working the ball around now. Back to Davis. And there's the pass to Powell. Over Iguodala. The shot by Powell, no good.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
That's something Iguodala would like to do just about every time. A good scorer around the rim.
Here is Davis. The Heat getting the bucket. 1:32 left now here in the second. Feeds to Powell. Right side Gasol. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. This gives us the chance to view the best three-point shooting teams this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Number 1, the Heat.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Pass to Butler. Davis against Dragic. Shoots. Again, the Heat good for 2.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Out to the right wing. Butler with the steal. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
How about the awareness there for Butler? The D goes to sleep and Jimmy finds the wide open man.
Out left to the wing. 41 seconds left here in the second. And good that time.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Back to Hollis Jefferson. Fires from the line. They grab their own miss.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Well, he did not think twice. Firing away.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, so it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They lead by 14. Kenny. And that'll...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Jones is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. The tray. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. Adebayo's got 10 points in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Passes it to Lowry. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
So it's Miami now, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Drills the three-pointer. Nunn's got his third basket of the night.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
So it's Toronto now. The Heat getting the bucket. Adebayo down low, working on Ibaka. Now here's Butler. Lowry covering. It's stolen by Lowry. And here's the fast break. Floats it up there for Siakam. And again, Miami running the court in transition. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Pass to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. The pass to Nunn. 5 to shoot. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 12 in the game.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Ibaka, the pass to Lowry. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. Anunoby, chip back in for 2. Anunoby's got his first 2 points of the night. And it's Miami's ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Nunn. He's got 7. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit undersized, but there's something in his activity on a nightly basis, Kevin, that feels like he plays bigger. Just a pogo stick, gets around, covers some ground laterally, does a great job of both protecting the rim and finishing strong.
He gets that one. He has 5. The Heat leading by 21. On the wing, Jones. Back to Robinson. Pass to Nunn for 3. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Toronto's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Tries it from the top of the key. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And it's Jones with the ball for the Heat. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Here's Nunn. With 1 on the clock, he lays it in. Nunn's got 8 here in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have
and so it's the Miami Heat in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Davis is out there with Norman Powell, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Siakam, good.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
A 3 from Leonard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Davis. That one's not going to go. Now the Heat take it the other way. Fires the 3. And it's Leonard missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Good work there as it goes.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
No good from Dragic. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Outside, Davis. And how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle, you're going to react to it like, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side of it. I know you saw it. Everybody does.
That sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I tried to avoid that, Kevin.
Did you? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
Raptors shooting here about 46% for the game. Siakam kicks to Davis. Toronto working the ball around now. There's Hollis Jefferson. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pulls up on the wing, and the shot goes in.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Davis, the pass to Powell. 6 to shoot. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Passes it to Hero. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Back to Davis. Out to the wing. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not in
NBA.
today's game, and
Today's
not
sports.
with what's at stake.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Miami.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. The Heat also with a sub. Olynyk checked in. And here's Iguodala outside. Offensive rebound Heat. And Hill is right there.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
McCaw kicks to Thomas. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's guarded by Hill. Lets it go with a three. Misses. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. body fluid. And goaltend.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove? I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. DA. They certainly can. Well done, DA. Thank you. Just got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Jones. He's out there with Jimmy Butler. Robinson is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. And for the 76ers, Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Richardson. And it's Milton in at the point. Now here's Butler. And in the game with Charlotte, he did not play well. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Wow, an explosive athlete that can beat you inside and outside. Butler's a complete player.
Here's Horford. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
Miami with the ball, following Al Horford's three-point attempt. Jones, no luck. Pass to Richardson, over Robinson. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And, Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
Here's Nunn. Following the basket by Al Horford. And it's sent back by Horford.
But you can't be careless around Horford. Throw up a weak shot around him, he'll send it back.
Harris passes to Milton. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Jones kicks to Robinson. Butler passes to Nunn. Three-pointer. It's Butler that time on the assist from Robinson. And that's now 7 points for Jimmy Butler.
Three-pointers, they're not Butler's specialty, but he's a fearless scorer who doesn't set limits on this game.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. So for the Heat, their last game a loss to the Hornets. Butler on the wing. Back to Dragic. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Crowder outside for Robinson. Puts it up, and it's sent back by Horford. And he's able to get it back. Outside Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's just a veteran move from Butler. Outstanding fake to get his defender in the air. Nice work.
And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the 76ers. Raul Neto comes in for Josh Richardson. Outside for Robinson. 1:56 left in the first quarter of the game.
Reversed at home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Outside Butler. Here's Crowder. And the rejection by Embiid.
And the wingspan of Embiid. I mean, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
Scotty's checked in for Al Horford. And then for Miami, Olynyk comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Iguodala in for Butler. Here's Hero. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Iguodala kicks to Dragic. Miami needs to get a shot off. And it's off the back rim. No good.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration at times.
Scott the pass to Thibault. Neto surveying the floor. Pass to Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Proving how legitimate of a threat he is inside. I mean, once Embiid gets it this close, it's all but over.
Here's Hero. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
An even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Iguodala. Back to Crowder. The kick out to Dragic. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Thibault. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Both teams will make substitutions. Burks against Iguodala. Burks kicks to Neto. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Clock at 4. From 11 feet away, Neto with the bucket.
Oh, man, he's doing a little of everything for this team. Embiid's floor awareness, really impressive.
And the foul called on Korkmaz. That's his first foul. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are...
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Heat lead by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break.
Coming from the place where,
wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the 76ers, they've got Korkmaz, Joel Embiid out there with Scott. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Neto in at the point. The Heat leading by 5. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Dragic with it. Now defended by Embiid. Heat moving the ball around. A one near Iguodala as he lets it go. And again, Miami with the triple. Inching closer to the postseason, Chris. The playoffs right around the corner. Is there anything you would change with the playoff format?
You know, I thought about this a lot. And because it's cyclical, meaning who's going to be number 1 or number 8 in your conference, that makes me not want to change anything. One idea, however, that I've always entertained is top 1 through 16. So it doesn't, let's take conferences out of it. Let's take divisions out of it and just rank them by records 1 through 16. I think that would have a pretty good impact on who's in and who's out. But I think it would also mess with travel and the whole logistical and a whole bunch of logistics in that way and mess it up. But I really like how we have it, man. 1 through 8 on both sides and may the best team win.
How about reseeding?
But we could reseed, and that just opens up so many. You know what? I'm a guy. I got to get used to changing. Maybe if I hear some more ideas, I'm with it. But right now, I like it the way it is.
I hear you. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Leonard.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Here's Dragic from outside, and Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Burks, the pass to Korkmaz. Miami grabs the miss.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Out to the right wing, near the three-point line, it's Olynyk. Burks pulls it in. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the 76ers. Trailing by 10. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons. Good on the three-point shot. Burks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
Outside Leonard. There's the pass to Silva. Back to Leonard. Kicks it out to Iguodala. 5 on the clock. Lays it up off the glass. Iguodala's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason. And pro move there, finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Silva, the pass to Dragic. Pass to Silva. Olynyk in the corner. Wide open. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Burks' shot is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Miami leading by 3. Iguodala outside. And now Philadelphia on the break. And here's Neto outside. No good on the shot. Gets it off. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And don't go.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They were on a nice little roll in that opening. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Andre Iguodala has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position.
And he seems to have a sense for where misses are going. Embiid, so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
Here's Nunn, and the rejection by Embiid, and he gets it back. Here's Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Korkmaz, defended by Butler. Here's Milton. They get it back.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Nunn. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks it to Jones. Clock at 6. Here's Adebayo. That one misses. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail.
Yeah, and I love the fans in Philly. They're notoriously prickly, though. They expect hard-nosed effort. If not, they'll let you hear about it.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Miami. Jay Crowder's checked in for Derek Jones. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. Adebayo finds Crowder. Good ball movement here by Miami. And he'll shoot free throw. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The 76ers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. We're talking about number 1 options at the offensive end. There's a mentality, right, that you got to have as the team's go-to scorer, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's look at Harden. He can go 0 for 7, and then he expects to go 27 for 27. How about Curry? Have you ever seen Thompson when they said, oh, my God, Klay Thompson is off. Last game, he only had 11 points. Well, when that happens, you can bet your last dollar at the next game, he's going to make every shot. And so what it is, again, a short memory. Whether you make a lot, so what? I'm going to do that again tonight. And if you missed a lot the previous night, so what? That wasn't this night. Let's get it right now.
Horford finds Harris. To the left side wing. The 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. They've led by as much as 10. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Nunn passes to Adebayo. Passes it to Hero. Back to Adebayo. Tries again. Shot's good by Hero. And now a 7-point Heat lead.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Look at the unselfishness of Embiid, Kevin. I mean, he's solid at realizing when one of his guys is uncovered.
Here's Nunn. Got a piece of it. Thibault, the pass to Harris. And Butler sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Horford against Adebayo. Horford goes in. Harris outside. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Horford no luck.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Thibault. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Crowder inside. Richardson covering. 24 seconds left to play in the third. To the paint. Up top, Adebayo. Here's Hero. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Hero's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
The putback stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. And so it's Miami, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Richardson. And it's Milton in at the point guard. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Harris. Money from the wing.
I'll tell you what, Harris is a solid mid-range shooter, and he feels comfortable from there.
Rockets the pass to Adebayo. Jones kicks to Robinson. Kicks it out to Jones. Trying his luck from deep. No good that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. In the corner, it's Richardson over Robinson. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Richardson.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Philadelphia shooting about 42% so far. Richardson against Robinson. Fade away. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Pass to Adebayo. Butler deciding where to go with it. That one drops for him. And the Heat lead by 5.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And staying with the play, Harris.
This kind of hustle is why his teammates love him. Harris, nice work at getting after it on the glass.
Outside, Jones. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Jones has got his first bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
The kick outside to Butler. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Richardson.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Now, look, we all know Butler wants to win. He knows he's in the prime years of his career, and he's hungry for titles.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. And Miami with a change here, too. Nunn's checked in.
Now, they've tailored their offense around him, and let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And the pass to Jones. Outside Robinson. Good ball movement here by Miami. Embiid drives in. The score now all even.
I like seeing Embiid rise to the occasion. He knows how to capitalize during important stretches of games.
Poke loose. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Adebayo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
It's tipped. In transition, here comes Miami. Robinson leading the charge. He kicks to Butler. Back to Jones. Harris against Butler. Back to Jones. And Jones slams it home.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And another turnover here by Philadelphia.
Oh, no. Don't tell me. He just didn't do that, did he? A critical point of the game. And he makes just about the worst mistake possible.
1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Nunn passes to Adebayo.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Milton. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
I mean, he does things that other bigs simply can't. Horford, a phenomenal passer for his position.
Nunn can't get it to fall.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Horford kicks to Richardson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Dragic looking for an opening. And stolen by Richardson. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here. And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 1. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
So it's the 76ers taking the... David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome back to 2KTV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right here.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
North of the border. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Milton in at the 1. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, patrolling the paint. An accomplished family for Anunoby. His father's a professor. His brother played pro football.
And OG Anunoby, he's put together like a football player himself. A powerfully built player for a wing.
They get the rebound. Embiid pass to Harris. Lowry brings the double. Harris kicks to Richardson. Richardson against Lowry. We're about 1 minute into the first. And Ibaka is right there.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Right side Lowry. Here's Anunoby. VanVleet passes to Siakam. Outside Lowry. His 3-pointers off the mark. The 76ers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Richardson outside. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Now here's Richardson. Just 3 to shoot. For 3, Harris.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Richardson outside. Second shot opportunity, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
You've got to stay disciplined. Just a lapse defensively. With that said, Richardson's becoming trickier on the offensive end.
And Josh Richardson, a 3-and-D type player, recommitted himself last year, Smitty, to defense.
Kevin, he felt like he wasn't being impactful on the defensive end and vowed to amend that. He can be a nuisance with that reach, and he's put in that extra work to solidify his defensive presence.
Here's Richardson, following the score by Serge Ibaka. Richardson the pass to Milton. Lets the 3 fly. The 76ers again can't hit it.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Siakam on the fumble.
You know, before coaches started running plays for him, this is where Siakam would get his points, on the offensive glass.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. The Raptors making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Poked loose. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Here's Horford. A putback, and Embiid is right there. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
And Toronto has possession. 76ers getting the bucket. Lowry can't get it to go.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And that one, good. Raptors with the lead. The pass to Anunoby. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. 1:06 left here in the first quarter. And the Raptors miss again. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. And it's Burks in for Raul Neto. The Raptors have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Over in the corner, Gasol. Boucher kicks to Davis. From the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
Hopefully they exercise better caution in this game and avoid cheap fouls that could get them in trouble again.
Now, here's Burks. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. Here's Thibault. From outside, off the mark. Fast break, Toronto. Gasol, that's a two-pointer, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Toronto ahead, leading by 4. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
I like to do all those little things running up.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Joel Embiid out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Korkmaz in at the 2. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And stolen by Scott. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. They get it again. Here's Robinson. Pass to Korkmaz. From deep. Powell pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto, he's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's given a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Davis. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Richardson's checked in. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And let's take a look now at Joel Embiid's numbers. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. Averaging about 27 points per, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it. Woo, he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. And again, unable to change momentum here. Hilton the pass to Robinson. Dishes it to Horford. Back to Robinson. From 12 feet out. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Gasol's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Marc Gasol is battling. Even with the defender all over him, he kept his focus.
Richardson outside. Passes it to Horford. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. No good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Gasol kicks to Boucher. Pass to Van Vliet. Over Robinson. Van Vliet can't get it to go. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Richardson, no luck.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Horford against Gasol. Now here's Horford. He's guarded closely. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer, and it's Horford with the extra effort. Horford's got his first points of the game.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Robinson. Sweet move. Kicks it out to Richardson. Launches a 3. Richardson missing again.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Philadelphia, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Here's Anunoby. Drops in the tray. And the Raptors lead by 1.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Harris kicks to Neto. For the 3. The offensive rebound. Harris dishes to Scott. Good D by Siakam. Davis inside. Back to Lowry. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They got their lead up to as many as 8 points in the opening.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
It is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our game, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think it's helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract from the game.
That's a good point. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Toronto right now, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one. Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Here's Milton, now recovering. Milton the pass to Harris. Right wing. Here's Milton. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
The second chance effort. The putback, and it's Horford with the extra effort.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
To the middle. Here's Siakam. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Siakam's got the lead up to 10 now for Toronto.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Here's Milton, and the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Powell, he's checked in for the Raptors. Philadelphia also making some changes. Alec Burks comes in for Josh Richardson. And Raul Neto subbed in for Shake Milton. And some changes here for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Siakam. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
Burks dishes to Harris. Back to Burks. Fires the 3. Second chance shot. Here's Thibault. The 76ers again can't hit it.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
To the right side. Embiid, the pass to Thibault. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Basket counts, and the Raptors lead by 12.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
It's Powell on the wing. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Thibault. Good work defensively by Ibaka. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Toronto ahead. They lead by 12. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. Here's Thibault. Got a hand on it.
And what you like about Siakam as a rim protector, the strong fundamentals, able to affect shots without fouling.
And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Monday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And for the matchup with the Celtics, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best. And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Davis, and he lays it straight in. Davis has got the lead up to 12 now for Toronto. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. That one good for 2.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Makes it off the glass. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. It's stolen by Ibaka. Siakam passes to Davis. That's tipped. Here's Neto. Now the pass to Korkmaz. Davis with the double team. There's the dish to Harris. Pass to Neto. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Just 4 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Fires for 3. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The 76ers trail by 12. Korkmaz passes to Harris. Here's Embiid. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And Ibaka kicks to Powell. And the Raptors miss again.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Toronto leading by 12. Takes it out to Siakam. Gasol trying to free himself up. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by Gasol. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
From deep, Neto. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Siakam passes to Gasol. Kicks to Ibaka. Now Powell. Out to the wing. And stolen by Harris. They're running. Here's Thibault. Finished off the break.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
Baseline J on the way, and Davis can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Toronto.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47. And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Serge Ibaka.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Here's Harris, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Nice bucket, the polished inside game, something Harris relies on.
Siakam outside. Inside. The shot's good from Gasol.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
It's good.
I love this shot for Harris. When you're not overly explosive, the pull-up jumper can be one of your most valuable tools.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here's Neto outside. And Davis pulls it down. Here's Powell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Raptors lead by 17.
Nice pass. Not really known as a natural facilitator, but Ibaka has the experience at this point to execute these plays.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but yeah. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now...
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
This year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Taking a look at Toronto. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the Heat. They're fourth in the conference.
And I think for Toronto, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
It's a great point, GA. I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And for Miami, they've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point. Now Adebayo. Following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. 4 on the shot clock. Brent, at this point, perennial contenders sometimes coast through the final games of the regular season. Any danger that they can't hit that right button or flip the switch and get back into gear?
When you hear analysts say that the playoffs are all about matchups, they are exactly right. You and I talked about this, Kevin, several years ago about the time going into the playoffs. Teams don't have to be hot. You don't have to be 10-2 in the last 12 games for your playoffs, because all of a sudden, if you're matched up against a team that's owned you all year long, your chances of winning that series are very, very slim. So it becomes just let's get in and let's find out who we're playing, and then we'll get to work.
Here's Nunn. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Pulls up. Offensive rebound. And Adebayo throws it down.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the put.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. The shot's good.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Stolen by VanVleet. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. It's tipped. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now, here's Siakam. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Utah. Off the inbound, and Siakam throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Lowry passes to Siakam. Here's Anunoby. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Heat trail by 3. Pass to Jones. Pass to Adebayo. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And it seems odd to say, given that they won that pretty easily, but really they did not look especially strong in that game.
And you know as well as I do that the coaches had a long laundry list of things that they could have done better that night, but still, it turned out to be a good win for them.
Marc Gasol is checked in for Toronto. Dragic gets the bucket.
Well, when Dragic gets the opportunity to drive, guess what? He's driving. Foot on the gas pedal there.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Anunoby. Gasol. And Gasol able to finish.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Dragic against Lowry. Misses in close.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
The Heat trail by 3. Shots good by Hero.
How about the awareness there for Butler? The D goes to sleep and Jimmy finds the wide open man.
Well, you watch Goran Dragic play, and Brent, he's so deceptive with his movement, both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why, Kevin, is the change of speeds. I also add the fact that guys who can handle the ball and are crafty and are left-handed, boy, it's tough on a nightly basis to change up your mindset to guard a guy who you know is going to go left all the time as opposed to right. Trust me, in practice, I had to do that with Manu Ginobili a ton of time in San Antonio. Dragic similar. Great use of speed change.
And Miami has possession after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. It doesn't go for him. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard. How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. The Heat need to get a shot off. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Toronto ahead. They're up by 5. Marquee matchup tonight. Jimmy Butler says he loves to go.
I'm one that if you're the...
That's the hard-working mentality Butler provides. A two-way threat, Greg, who wants to dominate the top players at his position.
And Butler's really embraced being a leader. You can tell he lives for these types of matchups and games.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Heat, Olynyk is out there with Myers Leonard, and there's Iguodala. Then there's Dragic, and it's Silva in at the small forward.
Iguodala still very comfortable, even at the advanced ages, out in transition.
Boucher kicks to Powell. Takes the 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Over to the wing. To the inside, Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Here's Boucher. He's covered by Leonard. Shots good by Boucher.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Outside Dragic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Marc Gasol.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Iguodala demonstrating his defensive prowess yet again. Superb reach on that block.
Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Nunn's got it all tied up now for Miami.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Bucket is good.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
Iguodala with it, picked up by Davis, so they take the lead. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat. Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in a half-court set this year?
Still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it, spinning around and finding gaps within the defense. But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's about he has an idea of after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who was a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game. Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense. You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Here's Nunn. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. In the corner, Powell with it. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Iguodala against Powell. And Ibaka kicks to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Heat have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Miami no good on that time either. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. And a deep three from Lowry. The long distance three is buried. Lowry's got 5. The Heat trail by 3. And the wide open shot from Crowder. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
It's all tied in Miami. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. The game was always within a fairly... And that's going to do it for us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And for the Raptors, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the center position. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Heat shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And the second free throw, good. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 1-point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And he makes good on the layup. Lowry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
The pass to Robinson. Here's the 3. The Heat get it back. And a new 14. Outside Butler. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Here's Robinson. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Robinson's got his first points of the night.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Heroes checked in for Miami. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Shoots from the elbow. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter. Derek Jones gets talked about a lot in terms of his dunking prowess and the way that he can get up in the air and maybe make a poster and a memory in the flash of an eye. But beyond the dunks, he's done a good job of really improving his game since coming into the league in 2016.
Just 2 to shoot. It's tipped, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. Then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
In that matchup against the Bucks, I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to their strengths against them. And even though they're going after the #1 team right now in our league, they feel they can get the W.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Robinson. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Now here's Butler. After the miss from Goran Dragic.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Lowry can't get it to go. Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Offensive rebound. Kicks it to Butler. And another shot. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Butler's got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul. Jay Crowder's checked in for Derek Jones. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Hollis Jefferson. No points in the game yet for him. And it's Davis missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
From past the arc. They get it back.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Gasol kicks to Davis over Butler. And again, no good by Toronto. The Heat leading by 5. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, and Butler just can't be stopped. I mean, even when the D knocks him around, he keeps his focus on the basket.
The Heat making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Boucher is checked in. 1:15 left to play in the third. Powell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Outside, Davis, 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot. Powell for 3. But they recover it. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
For Miami, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Pass to Hero. And it falls over the rim and in. Hero's got 6 points in the quarter.
Some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Yep, that one goes in there. Dragic has got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Heat.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And so it's Miami holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Jay Crowder out there with Myers Leonard. And there's Iguodala. Then it's Robinson, and it's none in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. And he sinks the second. Miami leading by 9. Here's none. Down low. Here's Robinson. Drains it from 17 feet out. Now the shot clock resets to 14 seconds on an offensive rebound. Brent, do you like that change?
I think digging into the numbers a little bit, Kevin, it only affects about 3% of total possessions.
Is that all?
Yeah, throughout the course of the year. Not in any given game. So it's very, very...
No kidding.
Very, very minimal what happens. But what I like is that, players have to reset quickly with 14 on the clock. And I think coaches are starting to think about how it is they might have quick sets as opposed to getting the ball to the top of the key and trying to run through a traditional set. Maybe you have quick sets after the reset to get yourself a better shot.
More strategy.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's in there.
And superb job by Gasol. Brilliant at breaking down the defense with that passing ability.
Iguodala dishes to Leonard. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Misses the three. Raptors trail by 12. Passes to Gasol. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Bam Adebayo comes in for Leonard. And it's Derek Jones in for Jay Crowder. Raptors also changing it up. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. Iguodala kicks to Jones. And Jones slams it home.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And Siakam throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And Miami making a change here. Butler's checked in. Raptors trail by 14. Lowry inside the line. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Butler feeling it out a bit. Adebayo, high post. Fires it up. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And that's now 10 points for Butler.
Inside 2 minutes. Inside.
1:58 left in the fourth. Now, here's Lowry. Shot clock at 5. Out to the right wing. Anunoby. Off target from three-point range. The Heat leading by 16 from outside the arc. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Robinson. Butler's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
VanVleet passes to Lowry. Back to VanVleet. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Heat.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jimmy Butler.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Lets it go with a 3. Siakam pulls it in. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Count that bucket.
Yeah, and this team depends on Lowry. I mean, so skilled at creating shots for himself or his teammates.
Pass to Adebayo. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.